Hello everyone, welcome back on my YouTube channel. I know there is a few photographers that use Photoshop without using mask. And if you are doing so, you are really missing out. You need to understand what is a mask, how to use it, and why it is so powerful. So today we are going to go to Photoshop together and I will show you everything you need to know about mask and why is it so powerful to edit your photos. I personally use mask for every edit, and this is one of the reasons why my photos are very well color graded, because thanks to the mask I can isolate part of my photos in a very precise way. So I'll show you that today. If you are working in Photoshop and don't use mask, there is no point at all. You can do everything in Lightroom and Camera Raw almost. If you are in Photoshop, this is to be able to work with mask. So what is a mask? A mask is something like a little square you're gonna add next to your layer that will allow you to show your layer only on some parts. So how to add a mask? You're gonna have to click on your layer, then click on this little square with a circle inside and click. And you can see it adds a white square that is the same size of your layer. So if my layer was a circle, then my mask would be a circle as well. This is why this means that everything is showing everywhere. So you can have a white mask and a black mask. So if I do Command I, then you can see my mask is black, and that means that everything that is on the layer is not showing on the image. So to show you an example, if you are new to mask, I am going to revert this mask, so Command I, and then draw something on my image. So for example, I want something red. Go on your layer and I will draw a line. So you can see there is a red line here. Let's do it like that. You can see there is a red line. And I don't want it to show the red line on the church. So you go on your mask, you click on the mask, then you choose the brush tool, B, and we don't want it to show on the church. So we're gonna brush black because we don't want it to appear. So to reset your color that are here, it's D. And then if you want a black on top, you tap on X. You see X and it changed the color. So B. And then I'm going to brush on the church, and here on the mask, you brush black and you see you are not going to see the black color. You are going to see that this red line won't show on your image. So of course it's very quick. So if I want it to be the exact shape of the church, then I would better to make a selection. So I'm going to do that quickly. So I'm here using the pen tool, that is the perfect tool if you want a perfect selection. Okay. So here I have my selection, Command Shift I, B. I want this part here to appear on my photos. So what color do I use? You are right, we use the white color. B on the keyboard. I always click on the mask and I brush. And you can see that the line appear everywhere. So you can see also that the selection is not perfect at all. So it appears everywhere except on the tower of the church. And this is what we want. So this example can be interesting. For example, if you add some text on your image. So Krakow. Okay. For example, here like that. And you can see the text is behind the church. So that can be interesting. Like my mask is not perfect though, but yeah. Here what I want to show is more something that is more that I use every day to retouch my photos. This is using the adjustments. So when you open adjustments, you're gonna see all your single adjustments. And here I often use adjustment to color grade my images. So I'm gonna click on color balance. I will be explaining more in depth how the color adjustment works. This is not the subject of this video, so I'm gonna talk about the mask only. So here, when you use the adjustment, you can see automatically the mask. So you click on your color adjustment. I'm going to go to shadows and add some blues and cyan. And I want this color to appear only on the ground. So I'm going to reverse my mask, Command I, and you can see it's not appearing anywhere, that's why the adjustment disappeared. So then B and X, so I get the white color, and I click on my mask. I want it to be on the ground, so I'm going to brush on the ground. So you can see my adjustment is back, but only on the ground. Of course, if you want something to be very precise, make a selection. Perfect. Now we want, for example, this building to be more orange. I'm going, mid-tones, a bit of yellow, a bit of red. What do? I don't want it to appear everywhere, so Command I, so it appears nowhere. And then B, I want the white. I click on my mask and I'm going to brush my building. So you can brush it, and if you think it's too strong, then you can adjust it later. So don't worry about that. Sometimes it's even interesting to exaggerate the effect while you are brushing, so you see it very well. I have my color in my brush, so if you click Option on the mask, you're gonna see your mask. So here you can see I can make it a bit better. Okay. And then Option click on the mask to go back to your image. So if I'm not happy with my color, I can just reset it and say, okay, I want here to be more in the highlight, to be very yellow, and add a bit of green. Okay, you can see off and on, and it appears only on this building. So you can see it can be very powerful, and that's something I use on every photos, no exception. That is why Photoshop can be more powerful than Lightroom and Camera Raw, even though in the software there are ways to make mask, but this is not as precise. So this is why I recommend you to use mask. You can use mask for everything. So if I add a new layer, I want to brush something here but don't want it to appear on the building, then I can copy the mask here. So Command click, it makes a selection, then I go on the layer I want to add the mask and I click on mask. So here it copied the mask. If I want to invert it, it is Command I and it's inverted. So it will show everywhere except on the building. So this is how mask works. Tell me in the comment if you understood or not, so I can be more precise and maybe make more videos for you to understand. I really recommend you to try it out on your photos, and if something doesn't work, don't hesitate to reach out to me. at contact@imag'in.com, and I'll be happy to answer your question or just ask your question in the comment section. If you like this video, please push the like button and subscribe to see the next video. It's also helping a lot, so thank you very much for following my videos and see you in the next one.